Evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cryptids, ghosts, extra-dimensional horrors, men and women in black, cyborgs, robots even. Welcome everyone to the second annual Paranormality Magazine Paranormal Podcast Awards. My name is Aaron. I'm the executive editor of Paranormality Magazine, and somehow I have the astute privilege of being your host tonight. The Paranormal Podcast Awards were founded to unite, celebrate, and honor a group of creative people. Every single year, thousands and thousands of audio are uploaded to the internet, adding to the collective total of the paranormal podcasting library. And we here at Paranormality believe very strongly that the work that these creators do is essential. This year we received over 2,700 individual nominations across 13 categories. A legion of dedicated fans, listeners, and devotees turned out to support so many amazing shows, and it was truly inspiring to see. I know I speak for everyone on the Paranormality team when I thank you for joining us tonight. Without further ado, I would like to turn it over to Michaela Ford. Michaela Ford is a podcaster, writer, and paranormal investigator. She has been interested in the paranormal since having a group sighting of 3 genie cuckolati at the age of 8 years old. She's an active member of the Sussex Paranormal Society and Sussex Paranormal Investigator teams. Over the last 2 years, she has written regularly for Paranormality Magazine. She also hosts her own podcast named Paranormal or What, found on all good podcast platforms. Michaela is working to increase her presence and experience in the community and hopes to one day make it her full-time career, which I would not be surprised if she does. Michaela is starting us off tonight with one of the most popular categories, aliens and UFOs.
Hello, how are you all? I'm good, thanks. I'm Michaela Ford, and I'm one of the writers on Paranormality Magazine. I also host my own podcast, Paranormal or What podcast in the UK, which you can find on all good podcast platforms, and especially on anchor.fm. So I have the fabulous job of announcing some of the winners of the podcast categories. And the first one is for the alien and UFO category. So the contestants are Somewhere in the Skies podcast, That UFO podcast, the Source Alive podcast, Truth Be Told podcast, and UFO Chronicles. So let's get hold of the winner's tin and see who the winner is. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Somewhere in the Skies podcast. Yay! Well done, guys. Well done.
Hi guys, Ryan Sprague here from the Somewhere in the Skies podcast, and we won. We did it again, Best Alien UFO Podcast of the Year. So a very special thank you to everyone who voted, and also a huge congratulations to the other nominees, That UFO Podcast. We also have UFO Chronicles podcast. We got the Saucer Life, and we have Truth Be Told. So I could not do my show without all these other incredible podcasts out there covering the UFO topic in a serious manner. So thank you to all the other shows that have been such an inspiration for me as well. My special thanks goes out to my co-pilot, my co-host, Chrissy Newton, who has brought us some of the most amazing interviews this past year on Somewhere in the Skies, and many, many more to come. So I got to thank her for coming on board and being my co-host. And the show has only grown since then. So special thanks to Chrissy. And a very special thank you also to some of my researchers that help out with the show and help me kind of get certain episodes together, compile all of my notes, my data, my research. And that goes out to Marcus Loth and Preston Dennett, 2 amazing, amazing UFO researchers out there. So my special thanks to them as well. A very special thanks to all of the voice actors who contributed their time, dedication, and talents to our audio documentary episodes this past year as well. Without them, I couldn't have brought the show to life in the way that I have. So special thanks to them. And of course, I have to thank probably one of my biggest inspirations in the UFO field and in the world of UFO podcasting. I don't know why he's not one of these nominees, but he should be up here accepting this award instead of me. And that is Rob Christofferson of the Our Strange Skies podcast. He is just a hero of mine. The amazing, amazing research he does to bring you Our Strange Skies every week is just admirable beyond words. So I cannot thank Rob enough for being such an inspiration to me and many others out there as well in the UFO podcasting world. So with that, I am just so excited, guys, for UFOs this year. We have coming out on Halloween, on the actual day, October 31st, the new UAP report is coming out. So that's very exciting. We also have the new Office Arrow that's starting up within the Pentagon as well. So we're going to hear a lot more news about that the next few months. And also the last thing is NASA is getting involved. They just announced their entire team to investigate UFOs as well. So much to talk about, so much to be happy about, and I cannot wait to see what comes next for Paranormality Magazine and for all of the amazing shows that were nominated in all the categories this year. So again, from the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you, thank you. I'm so honored, and as I always say, keep your feet on the ground, but never stop searching somewhere in the skies. Happy Halloween, guys.
Up next, please welcome my very, very good friend, Jordan Heath. Jordan is a writer, artist, musician, and amateur historian. He's the co-host of Campfire, Tales of the Strange and Unsettling, and a contributing writer at Paranormality Magazine. A husband and father of 5, this bona fide enthusiast of all things bizarre is on a personal quest to revel in the mysteries found at the blurry edges of our reality. Take it away, Mr. Heath.
Good evening. In the world of Forteana, the value of fiction is so often overlooked. We are, after all, a community forever seeking proof, striving for legitimacy. We have sought this status actively through the meticulous construction of a body of evidence. What we too often undervalue is the development of perspective. See, fiction deals in the things that make us fundamentally human. Conflict, passion, love, lust, fear, hatred, jealousy. The things we crave, the things that move us most. In this way, fiction deals in truth. Fiction makes us feel, and that feeling makes us richer. On a very basic level, it deepens our understanding of the human puzzle piece and how it fits into the universe. And these, the nominees of Best Audio Drama, have done just that for each and every one of their listeners. Haunted, the audio drama. Morbid Forest. Old Gods of Appalachia. The Storage Papers. And Unwell, a Midwest Gothic mystery. Let's see who the winner is here. And the winner is Old Gods of Appalachia. Congratulations. Congratulations. I would just like to offer, on behalf of all of us here at Paranormality Magazine, a sincere congratulations to creators Steve Shell and Cam Collins, as well as the entire casting crew. This is a well-deserved victory in a category stacked with fantastic nominees. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey there, family. Steve Shell
Cam Collins
from Old Gods of Appalachia. We want to thank everybody who voted for us in the Paranormality Magazine Awards for Best Audio Drama. We appreciate all the love sent our way, and we decided to even get prettied up for you to be a little extra spooky. But thank y'all so much for voting, and we'll talk to you soon, family.
Talk to you soon, family. Thank you so much.
Up next, please welcome artist, writer, investigator, Cassie Marzasan, presenting the comedy topic. Cassie is a mother of 6, and she's an artist who is interested in cryptids and the paranormal. Her kids also share her passion for the unsolved, and if you'd like to keep an eye on their work, you can follow them on Instagram and TikTok at Cassie's Land. You definitely want to do that. You can also meet Cassie at various cryptid events throughout the year and read her articles in Paranormality magazine. Cassie, if you would, please present us with the nominees and winners of the comedy category.
Hey guys, I'm Cassie, and tonight I'll be presenting the 2022 Comedy Podcast Award winner. Now, being from Amish country, I am a huge fan of sitting in public parking lots blasting these comedy podcasts just to get the dirty looks from the conservative bonnets that live here. So thank you everyone for giving me that daily entertainment. Tonight's nominees are Hysteria 51, Moth Boys Podcast, Paranormal Karen, Paranormal Punchers, and Two Girls, One Ghost. Your 2022 Comedy Podcast Award winner is Two Girls, One Cup. One Ghost. Two Girls, One Ghost. Congratulations.
Now then, please give your attention to another very good friend of mine, joining us tonight as a guest presenter and a friend of Paranormality Media. Investigator, writer, filmmaker, podcaster, interviewer, all-around person that I really enjoy talking to, Ashley Hilt, or as you may know her better, Ashers. Ashers is here tonight to present one of the most intriguing topics of the evening, conspiracy.
Hey guys, Asher's here. I will be presenting to you the winner for the Best Conspiracy Podcast. My personal favorite conspiracy is that you will make a lot of money doing podcasting. That's what they say anyway, if you know what I mean by they, and I think you do, so... Anyway, here are the nominees. So, we've got Conspiracy Beer Me, Curly Conspiracies, Those Conspiracy Guys, Fright Life, and Lizard People. And the winner of the Best Conspiracy Theory, allegedly, is Those Conspiracy Guys. Yay! Good job, guys. Congratulations. And thank you to everybody else who is putting out great content, for lack of a better term. Yeah. That's your winner this year. Or is it?
Up next, please welcome someone I have often referred to as my favorite Canadian, Greg Morrill. Greg lives in Burlington, Ontario, Canada, has 2 daughters, and enjoys looking for Bigfoot while at his cottage in Northern Ontario. Greg is a writer at Paranormality magazine, hosts the live annual Cryptid Christmas Eve live stream on @all.the.weird on Instagram, and the bi-weekly clubhouse show Cryptocasters. Greg also enjoys songwriting, toy collecting, and drawing in his spare time. Greg has been writing for Paranormality magazine since April of 2022, and tonight he's here to introduce another very hotly contested category, which was a very close race: cryptozoology.
Tales of strange creatures have appeared countless times throughout history. Cryptozoology aims to substantiate the existence of animals who are rejected or disputed by science. The nominees for Best Podcast on Cryptozoology are Bigfoot Collectors Club, Bigfoot Society Podcast, Blurry Photos, Monstro Bizarro, and Sasquatch Chronicles. And the winner, as voted by you, the people, is Sasquatch Chronicles with host Wes Germer. Congratulations.
Next, we will be hearing from Molly. Molly is a dedicated wife, mother, 5K enthusiast, paranormal investigator, and podcast host. She's also a proud contributing writer at Paranormality magazine. Molly has been investigating the paranormal since the age of 12, and after 30 years of working behind the stylist chair, she decided it was time for her next adventure. Taking the bull, or microphone, by the horns, she got to work producing her very own podcast, Weird Like Me, UFOs, and Other Phenomena. Her podcast shines a light on paranormal encounters of times past and offers first-hand accounts of alien abductions, UFO sightings, and all-around high strangeness. Having had multiple paranormal experiences herself, she understands the urgency of curtailing the stigma surrounding paranormal encounters and encourages education and transparency at all costs. Molly has traveled far and wide investigating many haunted locations, attended multiple UFO and paranormal conferences, and has yet to encounter a tree that wasn't worthy of a wood knock. She looks forward to helping the world achieve a more clear understanding of what may be lurking beyond the veil with every episode of her podcast. All that in mind, Molly is here to introduce another very, very important category, one that's very close to my heart, Fortean podcasts. Molly, would you please let us know who the nominees and winner are of the Fortean category?
Hi there, I am Molly, and I am the creator and podcast host of Weird Like Me, UFOs and Other Phenomenon, and I am really excited to be a part of a group of people who are honoring and recognizing people who produce these podcasts all over the world. It's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of really important work, so I'm really, really proud of all of you. But my category is Fortean. And the nominees are Monsters Among Us, On Wednesdays We Talk Weird, Paranormal Roundtable, Strangeology, and Within the Mist. And the award goes to, so exciting, Monsters Among Us. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Wow. I can't believe I just won Best Fortean Podcast. I want to thank the folks over at Paranormality Magazine. Thank you guys so much. I want to thank all the listeners out there that tune in each and every week, and most especially everyone that took the time to vote. Thank you so much. Keep it spooky, and we'll see you guys next year.
Talk about a clash of the titans. That one was a nail-biter, y'all. That was a close one. Whew. Anyway, thank you. On to our next category. Once again, we are joined by my friend and fellow lover of strangeness, Michaela Ford. Michaela is returning to the stage to announce the nominees and winner of the Ghost Stories category. Ooh, ghosts.
And now it's time to announce the contestants for the Ghost Stories category. And the contestants are Kawabana, Para-Unity Podcast, Southern Gothic, Stories with Sapphire, and Spooked. Good luck, guys. Let's see who's in the winner's tin. Drum roll. And the winner is Stories with Sapphire. Well done, Sapphire. Yeah. Woo! You go, girl. Well done. See you later.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for this award. I would love to thank my husband, Elliot, for always supporting me, my sisters, Sabrina and Claudine, my parents for being my #1 fans and telling everyone they know about my show, my grandpa, who's on the other side, but who was the inspiration for my love of the paranormal, all of my family and friends and my cousins, and all of my podcast friends who've helped me build my audience, and most importantly, everyone who listens to the show and everyone who has submitted a story. The show literally would not be possible without you. To share these lesser known stories from Filipino folklore and culture, to share another perspective on the paranormal, and to represent Filipino people in the paranormal space. It truly, it's what I love to do. It's what I live for, and it is such an honor to be recognized for it. So, salamat kaayo. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. On to the next award. We are once again joined by Molly, host of the Weird Like Me UFO podcast, and she's presenting another category which is very close to my heart and I'm sure is equally important to a lot of you. Horror.
I am really excited to be a part of the Paranormality Magazine Podcast Awards. It is really important that we get out there and recognize people for all the work that they do. It's not easy, and it's a labor of love for sure, and I'm really excited to be out here recognizing them tonight. So my category is horror, and the nominees are Creepy, Faculty of Horror, Horror Queers, Random Number Generator, Horror Podcast number 9, The Dark Swamp Horror Stories. And the award goes to, drum roll please, The Dark Swamp Horror Stories. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Next up, we are joined by the Village Tarot Witch herself, Carly Latham. Carly, the Village Tarot Witch, is a tarot reader specializing in using tarot as a tool for personal introspection. Carly is an advocate for mental health and openly shares the ups and downs of her journey. Her ultimate goal is to help inspire others find personal healing. Carly is also a practicing medium and uses cards to help her connect with spirits, along with other creatures to tell their stories. You can and should follow Carly's work on Instagram and YouTube. Carly, would you please be so kind as to let us know who the nominees and winner of the interview category are?
Hi, hello. My name is Carly, and I am the Village Tarot Witch across most social media platforms. Tonight I'll be announcing the winner of the Best Interviews podcast category. I find people absolutely fascinating, and interviews are one of my favorite types of shows to listen to because I love hearing about people's lives or their experiences, especially when they're different from my own. With that, here are the nominees for Best Interview Podcast. Bigfoot Society Podcast, Into the Fray, Jim Harold's Campfire, Phantoms and Monsters Radio, and The Confessionals. And the winner is dun, 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 Jim Harold's Campfire. Congratulations!
Hi, I'm Jim Harold from Jim Harold's Campfire, and thank you so much for this award from Paranormality Magazine. Thank you to our listeners, all the voters, and a very heartfelt thanks from us at the spooky studio here, me and my friends behind me. And again, a real honor to be nominated with the other great podcasts in this category. And so thankful that this time we came out on top. First award in 17 years of podcasting. I'm not sure what that says about me, but I'm glad I won this one. Thanks again to everyone. And as I always say on the sign off to my shows, stay safe and stay spooky. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Due to a rather unpleasant, unforeseen circumstance, the original presenter for the category of mythology and lore was unable to be with us. So, joining us tonight to present the category of mythology and lore is Vice President of Paranormality Media, Chaz of the Dead.
What is mythology and lore other than paranormal stories from the past? The stories we cover today will be the future's mythology. But these shows do a great job of covering the past's mythology. Your nomination for the mythology and lore category are Astonishing Legends, Moonlight Lore, Tripping on Legends, Campfire Tales of the Strange and Unsettling, and Alluring Podcast. And your winner for your mythology and lore podcast is Astonishing Legends.
Hey, folks, it's Scott and Forrest from Astonishing Legends, and we just wanted to say we are absolutely honored to have won our category tonight. We are so grateful to everyone who voted for us.
Yeah, we really are nowhere without the support of our listeners and fans, and we'd like to thank Paranormality Magazine for putting this all together. It really was an honor just to be considered.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, and remember,
everything is connected.
Up next, we'll be hearing from the man who blew the lid off the mystery of the Fresno Nightcrawlers very, very recently. You can read all about it in Paranormality Magazine. Investigator, writer, all-around great guy, as of recently, TV personality, Mr. Nick Valenzuela, a.k.a. California Creepypasta. Nick, thank you for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you. Would you please take us through the nominees and, of course, the winner of the TV and film category?
What's up, guys? Nick Valenzuela here, writer for Paranormality Magazine and a co-host for Mysteries Decoded on the CW. I'm excited to announce and present the Paranormal Podcast 2022 award for the best podcast in the TV film category. So without further ado, let's get into the nominees. First up here, we have the Bluff Creek Project Podcast, Cadaver Dogs, Healthy Fears, the Necronomicast, and the Evolution of Horror. All amazing podcasts. Great job, guys, getting nominated. And without further ado, the winner is the Bluff Creek Project Podcast. Congratulations, Tate. Much deserved. Take care, guys.
We are nearing the end of our evening, folks, but before we conclude, there are two more awards to hand out. Two very important categories that we absolutely can't skip. Up first, we're going to go through the new podcast of the year, the nominees and the winner. And presenting this award is none other than Chaz, Vice President of Paranormality Media, aka Chaz of the Dead. He is a multi-title published author whose work has even been featured in the Roswell UFO Museum Library, and he continues to push the bounds of what is possible for on-the-ground investigation. He is also leading the very important and heroic charge to preserve the historic Betts Castle in Central Florida, which you can find out more about at paranormalitymagazine.com. Chaz, please take us through the nominees, and of course, the winner of Best New Podcast of the Year.
You know, the paranormal field is a rapidly evolving field. Constantly new ideas and new thoughts are being formed. These shows best encapsulate that idea. Your nominees for Best New Paranormal Podcast are The Haunted Historian, Rebelliously Curious, Supernatural Talk, Phantoms and Monster Radio, and Monster Bizarro. And your winner of the Best New Podcast Award is Monstro Bizarro.
Hey everybody, it's Lyle Blackburn. Thanks so much for voting Monstro Bizarro as the best new podcast. And thanks to Paranormality Magazine for hosting the voting. I look forward to creating new episodes for you in the near future.
Congratulations to Lyle Blackburn over at Monstro Bizarro. Monstro Bizarro has actually become one of my favorite podcasts recently and has proven crucial to some of my own research. So hats off to Mr. Blackburn. Mr. Blackburn, Lyle. Lyle wears the hat. Anyway, we have almost reached the end of our show this evening, folks, but we have one more show. One more award to hand out, one more show to recognize. And presenting this category, I can think of no one more appropriate, is the man behind Paranormality Media, the guy who brought us all together, the dude who does all of this work so that we can all be here and hang out tonight, the person who puts together and sends out Paranormality Magazine every month, regardless of how late myself and other members of the writing team are in sending in our articles. President of Paranormality Media, founder of the magazine, Mr. Jack Kirby. Jack, please take us through, my good friend. I'm so excited for this one. Please let us know who the nominees and the winner are of Top Podcast of the Year.
Thank you, Aaron. And thank all of you for watching and producing these podcasts, because without you, the writing team, and everyone who voted and everyone who listens to everything we do. It's all about you guys, and we couldn't do this without all of you. So thank you very much. And yes, tonight I am going to be announcing the winner of the Podcast of the Year. So this year's nominations are The Infinite Rabbit Hole, This Paranormal Life, Big Seance, My Paranormal World, Believe, Paranormal and UFO Podcast, and Expanded Perspectives. And this year, the winner is This Paranormal Life. Congratulations. And thank you guys all for submitting your podcast. Thank everybody for nominating. Like I said, we couldn't do this without you. So now, back to you, Aaron.
Hello, this is Kit and Rory from This Paranormal Life, tuning in to say thank you to Paranormality Magazine for this award that we're accepting.
For best ever podcast ever recorded, right? Something along those lines? Or
No, not at all.
sexiest host. That was the biggest
You can believe whatever you want to believe, mate.
Something along those lines. Yeah.
We really appreciate it anyway. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you to the paranormal community for embracing us and being so kind.
Yeah, there's so many amazing paranormal shows out there. It's an honor to be included amongst all these great shows.
100%. So thank you so much again, Paranormality Magazine. Remember to live fast,
Investigate, and die young, baby!
And that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghosts, cryptids, robots, and extra-dimensional horrors. Thank you so much for joining us for the second annual Paranormality Magazine Paranormal Podcast Awards. Be sure to check out all of the shows that were recognized tonight, whether they were nominated or whether they won. And be sure to check out paranormalitymag.com for daily paranormal content. Till next time.